Hey Scrapbook friends, welcome back. Helen here, thanks for joining me today. Today we're using Vicki Boutin Flower Emporium.
Yay.
And I've got photos of the caravan and me and Mr. Ding stood here for you. But before we get started, if you're not already a subscriber, please think about giving the channel a subscribe. Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed the video and give it a thumbs up. And if you're not sure what to say in the comments, just pop an emoji for the sake of engagement. We have a rainy Cornish day. Let's find your umbrellas. It's not windy, which is good. That out of the way, let's get scrapping.
Yay!
So just showing you the Flower Emporium bag there, just in case when Mr. Ding got up and we recorded the intro, I had forgot to tell you it's Flower Emporium. Okay, so these are photos of when we got to the van, so some photos from the interior, and then a selfie of me and Mr. Ding. Selfie of me sat on the sofa with the kitchen and kitchen table behind me before I set up the scrapbooking station. And then we've got selfies from on the decking, sort of through the double doors at the end of the van. So what I'm doing here is I'm just cutting a mat to fit the largest photo selfie prints on true 6x4. So I've had to cut a mat down slightly. I trimmed 1/4 inch off the side and the top of the photo of me and Mr. Ding, just so that I could put a white mat on it because I printed it borderless. I meant to print it with a border. So just matting that on that white card now, and then pulled this from the Staples. Out of that, the Staples from Flower Emporium. So this is the two-tone green. It's darker green on the back, but I wanted something light to go with the photos, really. Just doing a big mat for the 2 photos there that are going on the left of the page, and then I'm going to do a smaller mat for the 2 photos on the bottom. I'd cut the 2 photos on the right apart because I was thinking I wasn't going to use the picture of me on the sofa, because it's printing my glasses a bit weird because the reflection from the door. But I've thought, no, it tells a story. It's part of the story of being in the van and relaxing and arriving. So I did want to include it after all. So now I'm just going through the other papers in the collection. So that's a paper pad. I meant to say the pink base piece from that I've used there for my background for the layout. That's from the paper pad. And now I'm just pulling staples and sheets from the paper. So this is a stack of papers that I've pulled out of what I had left from the Flower Emporium for doing Vicky's Flower Emporium class. So I thought I'd pull out what I've got that's on the list of what you use in that class, and then just kind of fill in with the other bits for anything that I have used beforehand. So what I was doing there was just lining up the green piece onto that background paper on the natural side. There we go. I want to leave enough so I can still fussy cut around those leaves and maybe use the rest of this piece still. So I am just doing the trimmer part way in. I didn't realise that the right of the trimmer was out of shot, so sorry about that. Can't see what I'm doing. I'm just cutting around the photo, so coming along the top and along the side with a bit of a border. So what's left of that pattern paper that I haven't used is now an L shape, so that the rest of it's there for me to fussy cut around the flowers and use it as a layer on something. Okay, so that's now double matted. I'm going to leave the little photo single matted, and then we've got my title, which is a Hey Little Magpie wood title. Sorry, I thought I cut my grabbing my brew out and I didn't. I first of all thought I was going to use this in my cluster, one of my clusters, but I wanted a journaling block up there, and it's just, if I put a journaling block and that window, you're just going to lose the window completely, and it's too big for the cluster at the bottom with the title, so I do remove it from the page completely. I'm trying to decide here whether I have that label bit at the bottom showing, and then I think, well, actually, if I put this flower cluster on, it's going to cover that label completely. So that's absolutely fine. I'll just make my cluster up with that covered. I pull one of the hearts out here, and I wasn't going to add another word, but actually I really liked this lovely, so I add that to the cluster on the side. I should show you the cat there. There are cats on this site, so I thought it was a way to use the cats. And then remembered actually I'm going to scrap photos of the cats at home with the house sitter. And I could have used that for there, but that'd be a bit too literal, wouldn't it? So just looking through now for bits for the cluster to go with my title. I could pull this acetate piece out and this vellum border, and then another little vellum butterfly to bring vellum up to the top cluster. And then we've got this out the laser cuts. What I would say, if you are going to take your laser cuts out and like what I've done there, but just be really careful. Laser cuts probably best to be left where they are until you need to use them. That album idea, by the way, not my idea. It's a couple of the ladies on the Flower Emporium class had done it with their embellishments. I thought that is such a good idea to keep everything where you can see them, you know what you've got, and it's easy to find when you're looking for something. So yes, so I decided to give that a go too. So just getting everything stuck down now in my clusters. So just having a move about with the flowers. I then decide I am going to pop up the top of the letter, this word, and then just have the bottom flat stuck to the photo. And then with the heart, I've got one side of the heart popped up and the other not. It was going to go over the word to begin with, and I was like, no, it doesn't actually lie quite nice, quite how I wanted it. So I do move that. Thing with the vellum, with the way they're printed, you can just pop a bit of glue on a bit that's printed, and you can get away with that not showing on the front. So with the cat, so on this camp you've got foxes and rabbits, and there is a family of stray cats that live on the camp as well. So you quite often see them wandering around. So I just thought with doing a layout about the camp that I would include the little puddy cat on there as well. It's not as bad as the one up at Granny's Highland Home that we stay in Scotland. We actually had the stray cat that lives on camp there wandering and sit in our van for a bit. No, it was here. It was the van in February. The cat came in and spent a bit with us. It's one of the stray cats from here. Okay, so just looking for a label for the date, which this was Sunday, so it was 13th of September, 14th of September. And Mr. Ding and I are having a chat and working out what day it was there. So 14th of September, and we are done. Thanks so much for watching. Got stills and close-ups coming up for you. Have a great day. Take care. Bye bye.